Hello, brothers. Today we're going to give a rendering of 1 Samuel chapter 8, and we'll discuss some of the background behind the fall of the Israelites, and this should give some context around the actions of Jesus, actually. So, like, for example, Jesus was communal. He always shared, and he always fed the people, and he fed like the multitude, and he shared his wealth with them. And when the rich man came unto Jesus, he told the rich man, "Give all that you have to the poor." So, very communal. Just the opposite of the fallen Israelites. And it came to pass, when Samuel was old, that he made his sons judges over Israel. Now the name of his firstborn was Joel, and the name of his second Abiah. They were judges in Beersheba. Now this Beersheba, you got to remember, is a land that Abraham gave unto Ishmael. And remember, there was a covenant made there. That there's a covenant of the seven. Just go back into Genesis 17 through 21, and you'll see what that covenant is. Covenant of the seven. And his sons walked not in his ways, but turned aside after lucre, or mammon, and took bribes, and perverted judgment. Then all the elders of Israel gathered themselves together, and came unto Samuel unto Ramah, and said unto him, Behold, thou art old, and your sons walk not in your ways. Now make us a king to judge us like all the nations. But this thing displeased Samuel, when they said, Give us a king to judge us. And Samuel prayed unto the Creator. Now understand this, give us a king like the nations. So Samuel already knew a secret about that. He knew who ruled the nations. And the Creator said unto Samuel, Hearken unto the voice of the people in all that they say unto you, for they have not rejected you, but they have rejected me, that I should not reign over them. So they chose mammon. They went for mammon instead of God. According to all the works which they have done since the day that I brought them out of Egypt, even unto this day, wherewith they have forsaken me, and served other gods, so do they also unto you. Now therefore hearken unto their voice, howbeit yet protest solemnly unto them, and show them the manner of the king that will reign over them. And Samuel told all the words of the Creator unto the people that asked of him a king. And he said, This will be the manner of the king that shall reign over you. He will take your sons, just like the Pope, and appoint them for himself, for his chariots, and to be his horsemen, and some shall run before his chariots. And he will appoint himself captains over thousands, just like the Pope. You have cardinals and all this kind of business, and captains over 50s, and he will set them to ear his ground, and to reap his harvest, and to make his instruments of war, so that he could use them in the sectarian riots, and instrument of his chariots. And he will take your daughters to be cooks or nuns, to be confectionaries, and to be cooks, and to be bakers. And he will take your fields, and your vineyards, and your olive yards, even the choice best of them, and give them to his servants. And his servants happen to be the political leaders. And he will take the 10th of your seed, again related to the above, taking your sons, and of your vineyards, and give to his officers and to his servants. And he will take your men servants, he will take your laborers, and your maidservants, and all your laborers, and put them to do his will, or his work, and not the will of the Father. He will take a 10th, take the 10th of your sheep, and you shall be his servants. He will take the 10th, and you will be his servants. So, there it is, and this is what's happening, right? Give a 10th. And you will cry out in that day because of your king which you have chosen. But yet the Creator will not hear you in that day. Nevertheless, the people refused to obey the voice of Samuel, and they said, Nay, but we will have a king over us, that we may also be like the nations, and that our king may judge us, and go out before us, and fight our battles. See what they've chosen? They've chosen the Mammon kingdom, the kingdom of Satan. Satan is the top of that kingdom. Because you notice with Jesus' style is just opposite and communal, isn't it? Jesus fed the multitude. Jesus healed the sick and afflicted. And Jesus didn't build a brick-built synagogue. He had a round table and sent them out 2 by 2 and made them depend upon God for their food and sustenance, and made the people that they were ministering unto have faith in God and receive a blessing by God by providing to those who were ministering, providing food and shelter, not this mammon business. So why do they complain about taxes today? I mean, they asked for taxes. They wanted to be like the nations round about them. That's how the kingdom of Satan works. In the kingdom of Satan, mammon rules. So in the kingdom of Satan, taxes. You're going to have all these taxes. And the situation's much worse than what's mentioned here. This says a 10th, right? But that ain't what's going on today. What's going on is 2, 3 times, even 7 times worse. Today, the situation is 7 times worse than it is for these people. These people will rise up in judgment against these people in this generation. See? Because God is very loving and merciful. This communal spirit. You know, He feeds the poor, heals the sick and lame. Doesn't cry, give, give, give unto me. He bestows. He's a giver. He's a creator. Okay, well that's a good one for today. God bless you. Bye-bye.